Hey YouTubers, this is Ramvan Bobby. Um, you know, um, I don't really like hearing certain things, but right now we're just watching a video, and usually when I get alerts, you know, about people that made videos, I usually watch them or I get back to them later, but um I seen one of Justin Incredible's videos pop up. And right now I'm at the laundromat right now. I'm waiting for my clothes to dry. But anyways, I'm sitting here in my truck right now, and I saw one of Justin Incredible's videos. Well, um, he's been one of my mentors that I've subscribed to for a pretty long time, and he was one of the he was one of the ones that inspired me to do my van life style. And I was watching him way back, when I was caregiving for my grandmother. And anyways, he had posted a video right now that his grandmother had just passed away, and you know that that really hit home with me. You know, as a lot of you guys know, I lost my grandmother January 25th of this year. And you know, I don't want to get into real specific details, but I'll say more or less what kind of happened. I had took care of my grandmother, for a long time, and anyways, when it got to that point where where it was just totally out of my hands, and and she broke her hip, and just a whole long story short, she had to be placed in a nursing facility, and I fought with it as long as I could. I didn't want to put her there, and I promised her, and I did the best that I could. But anyways, long story short, she was in there for about 4 years. Okay. And when that 4 years, when she, I lived with her in a senior apartment complex, and I was able to go in there with her as a caregiver. So a very nice place where I lived with her, and I'd already been doing my research on this lifestyle, long before. But anyways, long story short, I'm rambling on again. January 25th of this year, my grandmother was I usually go and I visit her every day, you know, to visit her in the nursing home. There wasn't a day that I didn't go and visit her. I went to see her every single day, and I was on those nurses' asses, you know, and I fought with a lot of them. I argued with a lot of them, and I didn't care because that was my grandmother. That I wouldn't even say that was my grandmother. That was my mother. She raised me and my sister, man. When my mother walked out on us, you know, and you know, um, anyways, when it came time, you know, she needed to be taken care of. I did what I had to do for her. But anyways, guys, it was on a Saturday, and it was on January 25th. Okay, and I'd come from work because I worked right down the street from where the nursing home was at. And basically, I'd went there, and all the nurses and the ambulance were on top of her in there. First thing I walk in, I said, "What in the effing hell is going on here?" They said, "Your grandmother stopped breathing." And I said, "Stop breathing?" And I mean, they were pumping her, everything, man. And I said, "What in the fuck is going on here, man?" I would call in the morning, I'd call in the afternoon. I was constantly on it there, man, you know? And anyways, long story short, my grandmother had pneumonia, and right now I'm dealing with that right now because, they failed to caregive for her in a certain way that I felt that, she should have been in a main hospital of Kaiser, which she had for years. But anyways, I'm going through legal battle with that right now. But anyways, long story short, they took her to Pomona Valley Hospital because it was the closest hospital, which was only across the street. And when I actually went over there, they took her in the ambulance. The doctor came in. He says, we got some very bad news. And I says, what is going on here? And then, they had basically said that my grandmother was brain dead. She cannot breathe on her own, and that she will never wake up again. And yeah, it hurt. I cried like a motherfucker, man. Okay, and I'm still dealing with that today. Okay, my grandmother is gone. I don't have shit today. Okay, everything that I would have ever loved or with anything went with her. Okay, I've turned into a real bitter motherfucker, man, since my grandmother is gone. Okay, my life don't mean shit to me anymore. And anyways, I still deal with that today, guys. It's still fresh inside of me. Anyways, I wanted to just share a little bit about this. I'm sorry about getting so graphic and detailed, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that happened, about that too, with certain family members that I don't feel that should have been a part of it or whatever, so I'm still dealing with that too. But anyways, long story short, my grandmother is gone. Okay? And me, Justin, hearing that your grandmother passed away, I mean, I've been watching you when my grandmother used to sit right next to me and she used to watch your videos with me on the computer. Okay? And hearing that your grandmother passed away, man, it really hit home with me. And I just want to tell you, brother, I am so sincerely sorry about your grandmother's passing. And like you just said, we have grandparents, mothers, fathers, whichever, you don't even realize, or nobody, I don't think, realizes of how fast when God decides to take you home, He's going to take you home no matter what. Okay? Doesn't matter what color you are, how short you are, how tall you are, what race you are, where you live, where you're at, whatever. When He wants to take you home, you're going to go home. Okay? When your time is up, that's it. It will happen that fast. Please, guys, if I can emphasize this to any of you, if you guys got grandmothers, grandparents, brothers, whatever, man, please, man, I beg of you, go and see them. It's not about money. It's not about taking them gifts or anything. All they want from you, man, is just to go and visit them, man. That's all they want. Just go and see them, man, and put your arms around them and give them a kiss and tell them that you love them. Because once they're gone, man, it hurts. And I'm still dealing with my loss of my grandmother today. Okay? She's gone. I'll never see her again. Okay? I'm all by myself. You know, I don't got nobody, man, that I can go and say, hey, man, I need a hug, or you know, whatever the situation is, man. You know, I'm all by myself. I don't have no wife. I don't have no kids, no pets. I don't have none of that shit, man. Everything I loved went with her. Everything. So, Justin, if you do see my video or you don't, man, please, man, I can't even emphasize this enough to you, man. You know, I'm sincerely sorry, man, about your grandma. And, you know, I don't care, man, if people make fun of me, I'm crying or what, but I have feelings just like anybody else does, man, okay? So I'm dealing with my shit, guys, okay? Believe me. So, anyways, guys, this made me kind of emotional, man, just, you know, hearing that his grandma passed away. It just really hit home with me, man, because I've been watching this guy for a pretty long time. And, anyways, guys, like I said, guys, please go see your grandparents, man. Give them a hug and a kiss and tell them that you love them. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. Peace. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.